We have not filmed much the last couple of days. Like, I keep saying this, but that's just our life right now. It's really busy. Not even that, just not a lot to film that we haven't already showed you guys 1,000 times. So once we start moving again, we will film. But we're not moving for a few days, so we probably won't film for the next few days, or maybe we will. Yeah, our buddies are coming in. We haven't seen them since the Caribbean. You guys, if you follow our channel, you will know them, Solway Coast. They're like our boat family, so we're really excited to see them. It's been a while. Leo's grown a lot, so I think they're excited to see how much he's grown. But yeah, they're just right here off my starboard side. I'll check in tomorrow and tell you our plans, and maybe we can do a day in the life of. We'll see. But for now, I'm signing out, and I just wanted to say hi.
I'm Brooke, and this is Brayden. We have 3 kids and 1 dog. Rooney, Penn, Leo, and Captain. At 75 tons and 55 feet long, our home is different. With time being non-renewable and our home being, well, movable, around the world we go as we roam to know. Welcome aboard, Mermaid Monster.
They are this boat coming in right here. Hopefully they can get him close. I think that was a different harbor master than the one I spoke to. So he seemed a little bit confused.
That's the only Newport Harbor Master, switch out to 14. Newport Harbor Master, Solway Coast. Okay, Newport Harbor Master here. Good evening, sir. I'm looking for a mooring, please. We're friends of Mermaid Monster, the other Northern 55. Okay, stand by 14. I'll be back to you in about 5 minutes. I'm going to look it up for you, okay?
I know, it's because it's muggy outside. They're just trying to figure out where to put Solway Coast. It's a different harbor master than before, so he's kind of confused. It's not the same one we talked to.
Why would he be confused?
Well, like the one yesterday was like, oh yeah, we'll get him a spot, like right by us. This guy's like, what's the length of your vessel? You know, more serious. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna get a mooring.
Yeah, he'll get a mooring. I just don't know how close it will be. It's all good.
It's a perfect morning to cruise. You'll see when I go outside. I didn't lift the tender last night, so I gotta lift it right now. And we're gonna do a short run up to Falmouth to visit our buddy Chris, who delivers the least expensive fuel I have ever found. Another fuel day. So the first thing that we do with the crane is we take it and we see how it's coming out. We extend it all the way out. What that does is right under here, there's a locking pin, and that's gonna lock the crane all the way out. Now, if you don't hear the click lock, you're in trouble. And I will say one time I was in a hurry and it never clicked. And when the tender got raised, that telescoping part went back into itself. See, so it just clicked in here, and then if we go back on it, we'll see that the crane doesn't move. So we know it's stuck at that point. Now I know I'm safe. I know that this thing's not gonna come collapsing back in on itself. I got lucky. The crane never lifted. Once it had tension on the tender, it ended up collapsing back into itself, so it made a lot of ruckus, but it didn't it didn't do any damage because the tender had never actually left the cradle. So another important fact is, see the crane right now and how it's extended higher, and then see, if you can see below that, you can see all the pivots in the rail. Those were not me, but because if you take that crane and you lower it closer, when it actually picks up the tender, it will slightly move down. And so what people fail to do is give it enough room to sag down slightly. I don't know if that's normal with every crane, it's this crane. So when it bends down with the weight of the tender on it, it put a divot in the rail, which is never good. Where? I need to get the keys.
Oh, am I gonna get wet?
Here, just stand aside so that you don't have to.
Oh, okay.
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 You gotta grab it.
Oh.
Here we go.
I hate that sound.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
That's the sound of fun.
No. Couldn't they do a more pleasant sound, like
Like the Ford?
like a
You should.
good morning?
You should look up the Ford starting sound.
What is that?
It annoys everyone.
No, I just
It's
want
worse.
it to be like, good morning. You know, something soothing.
With the Ford trucks, people have custom modifications to get rid of the sound. That's how bad the sound is on a Ford truck. The beeping.
Really? Never heard it.
Yeah. One of those. Let me tell you a great story. Here's the story. One time when I was working at McDonald's and we had one, just joking. This headset, this one that I'm using right here, I was reaching over the bow to hook up the snubber and the headset fell off. I knew it would happen eventually. I thought right before, I should probably take this headset off, and I didn't. So I quickly jumped in, grabbed the headset, swam to the swim step, swam to the swim step. You don't like having that on because it talks in your ear when I talk.
It's a double thing.
Oh, gotcha. And I took it all apart. I sprayed it down with electronic cleaner. And
dried it off.
I dried it off. Let it sit there for like a week.
And
it totally worked.
We thought it was screwed.
It was like completely submerged in salt water, and it still works.
They need to do better with this, though. These earpieces don't last at all.
When we were sold the headsets,
They're horrible.
we were sold the headsets thinking, hey, you guys need to get another set of earpieces. Well, the problem was that the earpieces that we bought were the same age as the ones that were on the headset. So by the time we put on the replacements, they were already corroded, just sitting in the closet.
It didn't work.
And guess how much it is for new ones? They want $35 for a pair of those little rubber pads.
It's just like a tiny little
Foam pads.
Yeah.
35 bucks. 35 bucks.
But
That seems like a lot.
It's time to dole out $35 because
Yeah.
you get like black all over you. Anyway, let's go. We're supposed to get out of here. Okay, here we go.
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind wind is gently ringing, the bell that brings the morning, the welcome of the dawn. The voice of the robin, the call of the dove, the red leaves are falling.
Are you eating the fishies? You put it back in its home? We need a bigger toy basket. We're running out of space for his toys. That's probably it.
Of the dawn. The dogs will be howling in the early morning light. All are happy to be out.
Alright, so I'm just looking at the weather. We've got a Hurricane Lee, I guess, is coming up the coast. It's too far out to really tell where it's gonna hit, but some of this, they call them spaghetti models, are showing, because it's like different directions, it looks like noodles, it's showing that it could come pretty dang close to where we're gonna be, which is Boston, by the time it hits. I called the marina where we're gonna be, Waterboat Marina. They said they would never kick us off the dock. They would just recommend we leave if it's like a real direct hit. But right now it's looking like a really big hurricane. Hopefully it goes and just continues and goes back out to sea. If not, we'll figure it out as it comes. I really am not worried. It is what it is at this point. Worst case, we pack up our crap, tie up the boat and leave, because it's just not worth being in a dangerous situation to me with kids. So we'll just kind of play it by ear and see. I'm sure it will be fine. It usually always is. And it's projected, Rooney, to hit, she's in the background, on your birthday.
In Boston?
In Boston. So we'll see how it goes. It looks like Malcolm's calling me right now, so I gotta go.
The ending of the night, welcome of the dawn.
Yeah, you can drive.
The nights are turning colder, soon the falling of the frost. Soon the summer will be over. You feel the change is closer at the welcome of the dawn.
Hey, Captain, you find a spot?
The trees, they are singing to the tune of a song.
We've missed our buddy boat so much. It's so nice to have us all back together and just have the usual radio banter and the good old laughs. We just passed the craziest super yacht that had a helicopter on the bow. The wake was like an 8-foot wave that took both of us by surprise and just swamped us, and I was laughing so hard because it was ridiculous. Like, whatever. I'm not gonna name the name of the vessel, but wow, what are you proving? What are you proving, dude? Anyway, it's gorgeous out here. We're pulling into Falmouth here in a couple hours. It's been a great ride. We're gonna fuel up. It's time to load her up with fuel. We do this about twice a year, and we come up here to our people in Falmouth because they are amazing and we love giving them business, and they're our fellow boating friends. So yeah. Hey, it's time for you guys to get off your iPads, for real. And check it out, Rooney's been painting, and I decided, you can't really tell actually, can you? I've outlined a painting. I'm gonna do some sailboats. Bro, it's like 80 degrees out and you have a sweater on. What are you doing? You're repping the Vineyard Vines? Because we're passing the vineyard. You look cute. He doesn't want to see the trip.
Hey, you know that question that you always get? Hey, how come you guys don't use the fly bridge ever?
Well, yeah, because it's a pain in the butt. That's why.
It's not a pain in the butt.
Okay, well, we just don't use it because it's disconnected from everything, from the family.
You can't yell down and tell the kids you need a drink easy enough?
Yeah, get off your iPads. Those are usually the things we say. No,
We're gonna hook it up.
wanna.
We're gonna hook it up. We're gonna do it.
Oh, you're driving, are you docking from up top?
What are you guys doing?
We can do a drawing competition now, Pen.
We have a pretty good setup actually on the fly bridge, which is nice. If anything ever breaks, we can just bring it down into the pilot house or something, because we have all redundant systems up here as well. So we have another, I'll just show you right here. We have another radio right here. And a good, I don't know how this happens, but when the guys come up in detail, they get wax all over this stuff and it never comes off. Just, if you ever have a detail guy on there, make sure they tape your electronics or pay extra attention not to get anything, any wax on anything plastic. We have a follow-up lever right down here. Speaker controls right here. Little charger outlet, radio just for the searchlight, stabilizer controls. This is an old FLIR system that we have here. There's our depth gauge right here. I just keep it covered to keep the sun out of it. We don't really need it. Power commanders, bow and stern thrusters here. Windlass controls right here. This is the AP70. This is the autopilot that we mostly use. This has a separate pump than this one right here, which is the AP50. And so we have different controls for both of those up here as well. You can use whichever one we want. We have one central display. That display can toggle between radar or toggle between our Nobletech setup here for nav. We also can use the Furuno NavNet. Now this is a relatively older version of Furuno's chart plotting system. Something that we would want to replace soon because it works, but it's like driving a boat 20 years ago. Not up to date. An iPad would work better than this right here. And then another radio control. It's just a slave unit, so this one matches the radio downstairs as well. That other radio up there is completely independent. And this boat has six antennas. It has a huge amount of antennas, 4 of which are radios. One is AIS and one is another radio. It's an SSB actually. So there's a lot of antennas on this boat. You can always tell which boat is Mermaid Monster by the 6 antennas. Other 55s that we've seen have 2. It's pretty common to have 2 antennas. So we can do it all up here. We just don't, and that's because it's hard to communicate down below. I wish we had like an intercom system or something like that. That would be helpful so that you could be able to talk with people down below easily and feel connected to them, but you're not. If you were 2 people cruising, this would be a great way to do it, but trying to make sure that all the kids are safe and everything's going well, you'd want to be downstairs. The other benefit of being in the pilot house rather than being up on the fly bridge is that you can't hear the engine quite as well. So I can hear the engine, but I don't hear the engine room. So if there's a different in vibration, if something goes wrong, if there's a different piece that sounds like it's grinding or something like that, not that I felt that before, but you can tell you're kind of in the heart of the boat, and so you can tell quicker if there's something that just doesn't sound right in the engine room. You can tell that when you're in the pilot house. That vibration is more obvious, and that's a lot of what it is, just feeling vibrations. If that vibration feels wrong, you got to check that out.
He's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he saw this giant thing on Mars.
Mom, you're being recorded.
What?
You're being recorded.
Oh, okay. I'll behave myself then, okay? There's so many dang flies out here. That's why Captain's been out here this whole morning, I realized, because he likes to catch flies, and our boat's covered in them. It's like an infestation. We're just arriving. I was gonna film us docking, but it's too chaotic. There's a lot going on in this inlet right now, and so, yeah, I'm not gonna do that right now, but I'm gonna go throw the fenders out and get ready to hand some lines.
And the wind is gently ringing, the bell that brings the morning, welcome of the dawn. Though the warm days are over, they are not forever gone. Like the dust brings the night, the summer brings the fall. It won't be long till harvest comes. Morning breaks, the welcome of the dawn.
Just gonna put a camera in your face.
Yeah, we're taking on how much fuel? I think we need, I did the math, but over 1,000 gallons for sure. It's always a little bit of a trick, working with the right nozzle to the fill. Some places it's easy. This one, I think we need a little bit fatter nozzle, but it bubbles up a little bit. But don't worry, it's being caught by that. Nothing's going in the ocean.
Okay, that's good. This is Chris. Right there.
Okay.
So Rooney has been painting, and she's so into it. It's so cute. Just love her. And these are some of her masterpieces. This one, and then this night sky one. How cute is that? And then this one's pennies. Also very cool. Just had to share that. But yeah, I'll show you out here. We're just finishing fueling. He's talking to Chris from Falmouth Energy.
Guy I've ever met. What a great guy. He was moving to do a 45.
Okay. So nothing wrong with the boat. You didn't get tired of it.
It wasn't
just
big
wanted
enough.
something bigger.
Yeah. He's had 6 grandkids. He was like,
I caught cat caught. Why did I say that? Happy, you want a treat? Captain food!
They are singing to the tune of a song, and the wind is gently ringing, the bell that brings the morning, welcome of the dawn.
Treat.
Oh, what happened?
He ate your food.
Though the warm days are over, they are not forever gone. Like the dust brings the night, the summer brings the fall. It won't be long till harvest comes. Morning breaks, the welcome of the dawn.
How about we just take turns? How about we take turns? Let's get
Daylight is calling.